Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte después. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte después. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte después.
Are you there, Mohini? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. I'm here. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Mohini, could you please switch on your camera? I can't see you.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Hold on one second. Now, there. Can you see me now?
God, yes. Oh, here you are. I'm so happy to see you. But first, tell me, how have you been? Could you please adjust your lights, Mohini? I can't still see you properly.
Oh, Purna, it's so good to see you. I'm so sorry I couldn't meet you in person. You know I haven't been well, right? I've been dealing with this thoracic cancer now for so long. You can probably hear how horrible my voice sounds. But you know, Purna, getting to know you via email, it's been one of the most fulfilling things in my life.
Yes, you are right. It has all been so worthwhile getting to know you, Mohini. And we click so well together, na? By the way, I'm sure you realize that your book has taken India by storm, and press seems to be very excited about your book, Operation Parvati.
Really?
Crazy. Yeah, really.
You know, I love hearing about the book, Aparna. It's just the thought that people are actually reading the book and they're appreciating my writing. It just means so much to me. It's such a special feeling, I tell you.
Moini Roy, you are famous. Bollywood is talking about your book. Both Karan Johar and Kangana tweeted about your Brave Parvati, and major booksellers are drowning us with spams. Everyone is asking the same question. What's the release date of your next book? Hey, let me show you something interesting. We are ready. We are ready with the illustration for your next book, Operation Parvati #2. Shubhro created this illustration. Your brave Parvati. How do you like it?
Oh, I love it. She's so cute. She's like a little doll, Aparna. Oh, writing this book has been like a therapy to me. It's the only thing that keeps me going these days. I don't enjoy doing anything else, Aparna.
Mohini, I'm so sorry about your illness. At least we are meeting here on Zoom, right? Let's keep meeting on Zoom more often.
Yeah. But Aparna, I've got to tell you something.
What?
You know, you have been like a godsend to me, Aparna. I'm so grateful to you for having trusted me and published my first book. It really means the world to me. I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Come on, Mohini, you're being too kind.
I don't know if I'm ever going to recover from this illness, Aparna. Sometimes I wish I wish I could be like an eagle flying high in the sky, frolicking among the clouds, unchained, free and fearless.
Mohini, Mohini, don't let this stress you. Seriously, let go of the stress. I have a lot of experience handling publications. You just stay strong and fight this disease, okay? And keep on writing.
Yeah, at some level, writing this book has been one of the most incredible achievements of my life, Aparna. Whenever I sit down to write, I completely forget reality. All this pain just vanishes, Aparna. I just completely lose myself in my superhero, my Parvati, my limitless, brave Parvati. Parvati, who knows how to live life on her own terms, fearless, unbound, and unafraid.
And that's the reason this book is a super hit. This is the first time a book has been written in English for kids, which is such a humongous success. And written by an Indian author. You're so talented, Mohini. You combined Indian mythological elements and the present day crime and justice, a combination of Harry Potter plus Chagga Jasus, with young goddess Parvati being the superhero. You are incredibly brilliant, Mohini.
Oh, thank you,
Brilliant.
thank you. You know, you know what my favorite pastime is these days?
What?
You remember the first 3 copies of the book? You gave them to me when you first published them. Okay, wait. Let me show you. Let me show you. Here. See? Oh, Purna, I just love hugging and touching these books every day. I breathe their essence all the time. I never imagined that I could actually write something that other people would enjoy reading, Aparna.
Mohini, reality check. Your book is #1 in Amazon and #1 in Flipkart.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really? Yes.
God.
And today, Mohini Roy, you are a celebrity writer. Barkhadat has discovered feminism in Operation Parvati, and Arnab Goswami has discovered BJP's Durga Bhakti. Both sides loves you, Mohini, and it seems your book has forced the twains to meet at last. Unbelievable these days.
Oh, you're too witty, Aparna.
And hey, something interesting happened the other day. A fake rumor went viral on Twitter that you are going to visit our publishing house. Mohini, don't you follow Twitter?
Oh, no, Aparna. Actually, my online activity is very limited. You guys do all the online publicity for me. You're not even going to believe this. I don't even have a Twitter account.
Listen to what happened. It's quite interesting. There was a long line of children and their parents right in front of our office, all waiting to meet you, waiting for your autograph. Something amazing I realize, the kids have fallen in love with you, Mohini.
In love with me?
Yes, in love with you and in love with your Parvati. They were all standing in front of the office like good girls and good boys, all waiting for you till very late on that chilly, wintry night.
And I let them down. I never showed up, Aparna. This is so wretched.
Mohini, I understand the situation somewhat, but this can't carry on. Mohini, we need to come to a decision about meeting the press.
But I don't understand. What do you mean? Your team has done such a good job of calling me a reclusive author who's so particular about her privacy.
No, but this can't go on. This can't carry on. Oh, we need to meet the press.
Why not, Oparna? You know I don't mind writing all those editorials and articles. And besides, the book has been selling so well. We haven't lost any momentum, have we?
But Mohini, you don't understand a very important point. We would like you to enjoy your fans and their warmth. That sometimes is a gift that encourages an author to write more.
No, I don't need that kind of a gift. You don't understand why I write, do you? I write to survive, Aparna. All that name, fame, recognition, it doesn't mean anything to me. I write so that I have the strength to live. No, I can't talk to the press right now. No way.
Listen, I've been trying to keep you away from the press as much as possible. But there is too much interest in you.
No.
I will not be able to protect you from press for long.
Aparna,
In reality, you are too big of a news these days in
I'm
India.
not well, Aparna. No, I can't travel. And besides, my doctor has told me I need to get as much rest as I can. My depression is linked to my cancer, Aparna. You can see my throat. I can't even talk properly, let alone meet people. No. I can't meet people right now. You've got to understand.
Mohini, aren't we talking seamlessly on Zoom right now? We can meet the press on Zoom too. Simple, not really complicated.
That's not fair. My relationship with you is different, Aparna. I know we've only gotten to know each other via email, but still, I have a special connection with you. You're such a close friend to me. You've got to understand that, sweetie.
That I understand, Mohini. But they won't understand that. In this digital age, the press will eventually find you.
No.
You can't hide from them forever, can you?
No, I can't meet the press right now. No
Listen,
way.
and then when the press finds you, we can't control them. That you understand, right?
I know you're right, Aparna. I know. One of these days, they'll eventually find me. It's just that I'm so afraid that when they finally find me, Aparna, they're not going to like me. I'm just so scared.
What are you scared of? What are you hiding? Do you think the Indian press is that old-fashioned that they only expect Sati Savitris to write children's books? I know the way they love your Parvati, they will continue to love you too. Trust me.
But I'm not what they expect to see, Aparna.
What do you mean? I don't understand. I really don't understand this.
I'm not who you think I am.
I'm not getting it.
Aparna, I have lied to you about a lot of things about my life. You don't know the real truth about me.
The real truth? What do you mean?
I don't have depression, Aparna. I don't even have cancer.
All right, you don't. So what? How is it relatable?
You know the address that I gave you, that I told you was my home address, that doesn't exist. I made it up. I've been catfishing you, Aparna.
Christ, Mohini, you're so naive. What the hell you're so scared of? Look at Trump, absolute debauch. But his fans are blind. Look at Salman Khan, his high crazy fans make sure he still reigns supreme in Bollywood. Lord Byron, Lord Byron was a sex addict. No one remembers. We only remember his beautiful poems. Seriously, no one gives two hoots.
You are not
Nobody cares.
understanding. You're not understanding, Aparna. This situation is very different. It's not as simple as you think it is.
Mohini, listen. When we control the narrative of the press, it's always better. We spill the beans and not them finding out the truth first. You know, there's a big difference, right?
See, Aparna, I write children's books.
Yes, you do. So what? So what? This is too much. I mean, so what? I'm done pampering you, Mohini, and pampering your whims. This has become so crazy. Christ.
So what?
Yes, so what? So what?
Okay. Okay. Let me hand it to you on a platter. Let me change the camera here a little bit. See for yourself, Aparna. My name is Obhian Rai. I am a convicted murderer, sentenced to death. I am speaking to you from my jail cell.
Oh my God.
What?
Oh my.
Did I scare you?
No, I mean, I remember you. Your face, the bindi, those eyes.
Of course you do. Of course you do. The press knows me very well. My story made headline news everywhere, Aparna. They have hundreds of pictures of me.
You killed 2 children.
And their parents. The verdict was death by hanging.
Why did you kill them? Why? Why I couldn't decipher in these 2 years, not even once, that you are...
That I'm a murderer?
Yeah. A cold-blooded murderer. You're so sensitive, Mo. You're so sensitive. What went wrong?
What went wrong? What went wrong indeed? Aparna, I was actually born into a well-to-do Bengali family. My parents were childless for a long, long time. But then, thanks to my mother's prayers to Lord Krishna, finally a male child was born into the Roy family. My mother named me Obhian. But you know, I knew from when I was very little that I wanted to be like my mother, Aparna. I wanted to be like my mother. You know, my mother sensed that too. She used to call me Mohini Shona whenever nobody else was around. Oh, my mother used to love to sing to me, Aparna. Her favorite song was Besame Mucho. Whenever she sang that song, she used to tell me she could see herself in my eyes, Aparna. But things were so different with my father.
Different meaning?
Oh, he wouldn't stand for it. He couldn't accept it. How could the only male heir to the Roy family possibly want to be a girl? Oh, it was heresy for him. But I knew deep down inside, I was born with the soul of a woman, Aparna. A woman trapped in a man's body. But I could never talk about that with my father. This one time, he saw me wearing my mother's sari, Oh my God, he was so livid. I got such a beating from him that day, and it wasn't just me. He beat my mother too, Aparna. So it was from a very young age that I learned to live a dual existence, Aparna. But you know, my mother, she accepted me for who I was. Oh, she used to give me so much strength. She would tell me all these mythological stories just for my own affirmation, Aparna. She told me Shikhandi's story, Brihanmala's story, Ila's story, Mohini's story. You know, she used to say, according to our mythology, there is this incredible synergy between Purusha and Prakriti. That which symbolizes this incredible unity between that which is male and that which is female. I just grew up on those mythological stories, Aparna. They were like manna from heaven to me. And then one day.
One day?
It wasn't just any day. It was a special day, Aparna. It was my 18th birthday. My mother bought me this beautiful red dress and this makeup set as a gift. My father didn't know anything about it, of course. That night, when we thought my father was asleep, I wore that beautiful red dress and I put on her makeup and I catwalked in front of her like a supermodel. She was giggling like a teenager, my mother. Oh, but my father woke up. He came into my room and he saw me in that red dress and wearing makeup. Oh, his disappointment and anger just transformed him into this horrible, savage beast. Ow! He started beating my mother mercilessly, mercilessly. He dragged her to the top of the stairs. He was grabbing at her hair and slapping her, and she slipped, crashing down the stairs. She died in my arms.
God. And then what happened?
And then I left home after that. It was not my home anymore without my mother. And that pain and guilt and remorse, I started taking drugs. I suddenly wanted to prove my masculinity. You know, I ended up joining a criminal gang. They gave me this shiny revolver, and I used to walk around the neighborhood brandishing this revolver up her. Oh, that was the height of my hypermasculinity. I got sucked into that life of crime so easily. And then there was this one day when they wanted me to kidnap this guy from his house. But things just kind of started unraveling.
Unraveling? What do you mean?
When I walked into that guy's house and I went into his bedroom, I saw him making love to his wife, Aparna. I saw her quivering lips. I saw her trembling body. I saw her beautiful smile. Something snapped inside me, Aparna. I don't know what happened to me. I was suddenly jealous of that woman. I became jealous of that man's wife, Aparna. There was this voice screaming inside my head, you can never be her! You can never be her! I don't know if it was my suppressed sexuality or if it was the drugs. I just don't know what happened. I suddenly started screaming like crazy. And this man, he started coming towards me. I heard sounds, I heard screams and footsteps from outside the door. I just completely lost it, Aparna. I can't even remember when I started shooting my gun. I can't even remember when those kids came into the room. All I remember is that suddenly everything went quiet. And in that deafening silence, I saw the two motionless bodies lying on the floor. Oh, and there was blood everywhere. Everywhere. It was like I was wearing my red birthday dress inside and outside, all around. I feel so sorry whenever I think about those kids in that family, Aparna. Living with guilt, you know? Living with guilt is 1,000 times worse than death.
When did you start writing?
In jail, I had to do something to survive. I had to find a way to escape my guilt. I had to stop myself from going mad, Aparna. And you know, I grew up with those mythological stories. I already knew so much about Indian mythology. And then not to forget my experience with crime. So I started writing Operation Parvati. I never thought anybody would actually read my books.
And then
And then there is nothing else, Aparna. The date of my execution is coming up, and I'm waiting. I am waiting for all this to end. I'm waiting for my freedom, Aparna. My freedom. You know, my mother named me Obhiyan, lovingly. Do you know, Obhiyan is another name for Lord Vishnu, one who is flawless and unmarred.
Mohini, listen. We need to come up with a plan. I've got an idea. We need to follow through.
Did you just call me Mohini?
Yes. To me, you will always be Mohini.
Thank you, Aparna. Thank you.
I'm thinking, Mohini. Press should know your real story. It's important that we tell the story. Perspective is always necessary. Otherwise, there are only two dimensions, a right or a wrong.
All I can think of right now, Aparna, are those children waiting in line for me on that cold, wintry night. Oh, they're going to be so shattered when they find out the real truth about me. But I know the truth can't be hidden, Aparna, forever. Go ahead. Do what you think is right.
Yes.
Call the press, Aparna.
Yes. Yes, let's call the press. Mohini, you can only lie about who you are for so long without going crazy. Maybe it's time to tell the truth. And maybe it's about unbecoming what really isn't you, Abhiyan. Maybe it's a new beginning, my friend Mohini. My friend forever.